Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm getting straight to the point because the character I'm about to talk about is worth every second of your time. This is SP Sasuke, a limited character currently making waves in Shinobi Tailed Genesis. If you're struggling against teams with a strong backline, tanky healers, or carries safely hiding in the back, SP Sasuke is exactly the answer you're looking for. He's not just a typical Vanguard, he's actually a true backline assassin, while also serving as a burst finisher and, most importantly, an invulnerable diver. Someone who can dive straight into the enemy formation while being nearly immune to damage for a certain period of time. Sasuke uses agility gear, which makes perfect sense for a character whose job is to dive into the backline where speed and evasion are extremely important. Now let's break down Sasuke's skill set, and honestly, it's designed really well, with each skill supporting the others in a very logical way. First is his ultimate, Susanoo, Kagutsuchi. This is a massive AoE attack that deals 810% to 170% ATK, and each hit has a 33.3% chance to inflict Black Blaze. A debuff I'll explain in more detail later because it directly connects to Sasuke's passive. But the best part of this ultimate isn't the damage. After activating it, Sasuke enters Susanoo state for 10 seconds. During this state, he gains 60% DMG dealt and damage reduction at the same time, meaning he hits harder while taking less damage, plus a 50% chance to block up to 99% of incoming damage. In other words, for those 10 seconds, Sasuke is almost untouchable against normal attacks. Of course, nothing comes for free. The downside is that he loses 1.5% of his max HP every second while Susanoo is active, so you need to time this ultimate carefully instead of using it recklessly. Next is skill 2, Chidori Blade, and this is the skill that defines Sasuke and the reason I call him an invulnerable diver. Chidori Blade makes Sasuke dash straight toward the farthest enemy, meaning the target all the way in the back, dealing 315% to 440% ATK to the target and enemies along his path. The special part is that this skill cannot be evaded, so the enemy's evasion is useless against it. But the best mechanic is that while casting Chidori Blade, Sasuke is completely immune to damage and interruption, meaning nobody can stop his combo. And here's my favorite part. If Sasuke takes more than 2% of his max HP from a single hit during this state, he completely negates that damage and resets Chidori Blade's cooldown. This can trigger up to 8 times. Simply put, Sasuke has up to 8 chances to avoid lethal damage and keep dashing through the enemy team, making him an absolute nightmare to kill once he dives into the backline. Skill 3, Heavenly Illumination, is just as important. This skill burns the nearest enemy and surrounding targets, dealing 295% to 415% ATK damage, with each hit having a 10% chance to inflict Black Blaze. As you can see, all 3 of Sasuke's active skills have a chance to apply Black Blaze, and that's not a coincidence. It directly connects to his passive, Kagutsuchi. Passive Kagutsuchi is the heart of Sasuke's entire kit. His basic attacks become AoE, hitting multiple targets at once with a 15% chance to inflict Black Blaze. But more importantly, every second, Sasuke automatically detonates the Black Blaze on the enemy with the most stacks. The detonation damage is based on the number of stacks multiplied by 1% of the target's max HP. And the best part is that 50% of the damage dealt is converted into HP for Sasuke. This is exactly why Sasuke can survive in the middle of the enemy team, even while constantly losing HP from Susanoo, because he has his own lifesteal source built directly into his passive. The more Black Blaze stacks the enemy has, the more HP Sasuke recovers, creating a very sustainable survival loop for a character with such a high-risk playstyle. Now let's talk about the build and stats. This is the part you need to pay close attention to if you want to build Sasuke properly and maximize his potential. The primary stats you should prioritize are ATK, crit rate, crit DMG, and accuracy. The reason is simple. Sasuke's role is to assassinate targets quickly. He needs to dive in and eliminate the enemy's most important target before they can counterattack or burst him down. So for Sasuke, the best defense is having enough damage to kill the enemy before they can kill you. If you don't have enough resources to fully invest in offensive stats, you can consider dodge as a secondary option, helping Sasuke avoid some attacks during the opening of his combo. For team composition, the best partner for SP Sasuke is SP Itachi. Both characters share the same Black Blaze mechanic, meaning they can stack the debuff on enemies and continuously detonate it together, creating an extremely powerful combination of dot and burst damage. If you have both characters on your team, you basically have a legendary Uchiha combo capable of wiping out the enemy backline within seconds. Sasuke also benefits from supports that can buff ATK and crit rate to make sure his damage comes out fast enough. At the same time, your team should have a healer or shielder to provide solid defensive support and keep Sasuke alive after he dives deep into the enemy formation. Never send Sasuke in alone without support, because no matter how strong he is, he still needs a reliable backline to survive. Now let's talk about his weaknesses, because no character is perfect. Sasuke's biggest weakness is his extremely risky playstyle. Diving straight into the enemy with Chidori Blade completely separates Sasuke from his team, making him an easy target for focused fire. Even with up to 8 invulnerability triggers from Chidori Blade, if your team doesn't provide enough sustain, or if Sasuke uses all 8 triggers before the healer can restore his HP, he can die very quickly. This is a real risk you need to consider when building a team around Sasuke, because his power comes with a clear trade-off in safety. So, should you pull for SP Sasuke? In my opinion, he is an absolute must-pull. The reason is that Sasuke solves one of the biggest problems in the game, taking out the strongest enemy carries in the backline. By diving straight in and disabling the most dangerous targets early in the fight, Sasuke takes a huge amount of pressure off your entire team, making difficult stages and intense PvP matches much easier to handle. If you're looking for a character who can completely turn a fight around with one decisive dive, SP Sasuke is definitely someone you don't want to miss. That's my full analysis of SP Sasuke in Shinobi Tailed Genesis. What do you think about this character? How did you build Sasuke, and have you tried running him with SP Itachi yet? Let me know your team setup in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss my next character analysis. See you in the next video.
助けてほしいんだろ? Sasuke 助けてほしいんだろ?